Good day to you all. Today we are going to be talking about the external and internal anatomy of the toad. So first we are going to be tackling the external anatomy of the toad. So the toad's body is divided into the head, the trunk, and the limbs. The head and trunk are not separated by a flexible neck, thus making the toad suitable for the aquatic life. The toad has a skin that is rough, moist, and has warts. The toad has a nearly semicircular outlined head with a bluntly rounded snout in front. On the dorsal surface of the toad, there are two small openings near the anterior end which serves as the toad's nostrils for respiration. The toad has two eyes each placed on each side of the head and each have three eyelids, which are the thick and prominent upper eyelid, a rudimentary lower eyelid, and a nictitating transparent membrane attached to the lower eyelid which can stretch up to cover the eyeball. Toads don't have eyelashes. They have bulging eyes to enable them to see all around and nictitating membranes that protect their eyeballs from dirt. The toads have external eardrums called tympanum behind each eye for hearing functions. Behind the eardrum of a toad is a little round elevated structure which is the parotid gland. The gland secrete a pungent, sticky juice for repelling the enemies. The parotid gland therefore are organs of offense and defense. The trunk is the short and flattened body of the toad. In the dorsal surface of the toad's trunk are little warts indicating the position of poison glands, while the ventral surface of the toad's trunk is instead smooth and free from warts. The limbs of the toad are for purpose of locomotion. The forelimbs are rather shorter than the hind limbs. The limbs of the toad are most suitable to use for hopping as a form of locomotion on land and swimming in water. The toad is able to swim freely in water due to their webbed feet. The internal anatomy of the toad is mostly composed of organs, as do all living beings. Most organs of the toads function the same as organs of most vertebrate animals. They too have specialized organs for their species. The heart of a toad has three chambers, the left atrium for receiving oxygenated blood and the right atrium for receiving deoxygenated blood, and a cone-shaped ventricle to pump blood. The pericardial sac protects the heart inside the chest cavity. The blood is pumped to the lungs, where the blood disposes the CO2 and takes the inhaled O2 and distributes it to the body after being pumped again by the heart. The spleen is where new red blood cells are created and stored, and where old worn-out cells are processed. The stomach creates digestive enzymes, specifically pepsin, to digest proteins and acids to start digestion. The gallbladder stores bile, which is used to digest fats. The pancreas secretes digestive juices, which aids in digestion. The mesentery holds on the two intestines in their places. The liver creates bile, stores glycogen, stores and processes vitamins, and processes toxins. The testes in men produces the sperm, and in females, which are ovaries, creates the eggs. The ureter transports materials to the cloaca, in which the cloaca serves as a passageway for sperm, egg, and waste products, and is located at the opening at its back.